If you are constantly having awesome ideas or launching projects, but you just can't seem to finish them, then these 5 breaking kind of fail-safe solutions are for you, okay? So we first really need to understand ourselves, right? Understand our mindset, understand even DISC assessment. So we should know, like, are we someone that gets kind of bored easily if something isn't moving as fast as we want it to move? If we can first understand ourselves, then we can kind of reframe and change our mindset around when we expect something to be finished or how quickly we expect something to move. Because we know that if there's a due date on something, you don't really have to hit that due date, right? Like, that's just there to give you guidance, to give you something to work towards. But if we are crazy about that due date and it passes, all it's gonna do is put us into a suffering kind of state, right? And that's what we don't want. So it's a matter of understanding yourself, okay? Understanding how you work, understanding if you get bored easily or if you need to move super fast, and recognize those things, right? Because we then have to, step 2, be able to kind of change those expectations. We have to know if we're like a high D on the DISC assessment, which is just people who need to move fast. Everything's got to be done right now, right away. And if it's not, we're bored and we are ready to move on to the next thing. Well, the thing we are working on, we wouldn't be working on it if it wasn't valuable, right? If it wasn't important. So we can't just leave it unfinished, unexecuted on. We have to do that thing, right, and move forward with it. And it's just a matter of having that awareness around ourselves so we can change that mindset and focus on the desired outcome we want from that thing. And that's gonna motivate us to get it done, even if it's maybe not moving as fast as we'd like, right? So step 3 is planning those reminders to make sure you follow through, to get it on your schedule. Because as Tony Robbins says, if we don't schedule it, it's not real, right? So plan them. First up is just to plan them. Write down when you need to remind yourself to do these things, to check on it, to make sure it's getting done, and then actually set them. All right, set them with your assistant, or if you're a solopreneur like a lot of us, then just put them in your own schedule or put them in your planning book, on your calendar, in your Google Calendar, whatever it is. You first have to plan them out, and then you actually have to set them. If we just plan them in step 3, then it's like, all right, we're good. But we're actually not good, because we have to then actually set them. We have to put them on the schedule so they're actionable, we see them, we're reminded, we do them, right? And then lastly, number 5 is tie a bow. It's easy to have all these awesome ideas, to kind of start planning them, getting them out there, but like I said, they get bored or they're not moving as fast as we'd like, and then we just kind of move on to the next, right? We have to be able to tie a bow on these things. Don't just leave them 30, 40, 50, 90% complete, and then because it didn't happen as quick as you like, you move on to the next big idea, right? Like, your ideas are good, so you want to follow through on them and implement them and get that done, okay? So we have to tie a bow, finish that thing. It doesn't have to be perfect, all right? We want to launch before we're ready, okay, a lot of the time, but it needs to be done enough that it can be launched and it has the chance of conversion and success, right? But don't let your ideas go to waste because they don't happen as fast as you'd like, or because there's not a bow tied on them, right? Just get them done, get them out there, execute on your ideas, and it's gonna be very valuable. Then you can test, then you can measure, then you can watch it, then you can analyze and make sure it's successful, or learn from it as you need to. All right, so it's just 5 steps, right? It's understanding yourself, understanding if you get bored, recognizing that, knowing yourself, and then 2, changing those expectations about yourself. Change those expectations about due dates, about how quickly things should get done, and just focus on the fact that you came up with this idea, it's valuable, so you're going to see it through. That's your focus, is seeing it through. If you do that, you focus on that, you will get it done. 3 is plan the reminders. 4 is actually put the reminders in your schedule book, in your calendar, whatever it is. And 5 is tie a bow on it. See it through, execute it. Doesn't have to be perfect, all right? Just get it out there, okay? Get it kind of out of your own way, out of your own head, and then just do your best to tie a bow on it and then launch it. All right, I hope this is helpful to you, and please subscribe. I'm putting more stuff out there like this, so I appreciate you all. Take care and God bless.